We were indeed the first entry-level Masters of Athletic Training program in the state. But really, I think in its uniqueness is the way that we've actually set this program up to be delivered in a hybrid manner, where the students are learning all of their hands-on skills, as I had mentioned, in the summer. And again, hands-on skills should be taught with a faculty right in front of you. In the fall and spring, when the students go on the clinical experiences I mentioned, their courses outside of the clinical experiences are delivered with online learning. Therefore, a Shenandoah University student could have their clinical field experience here with Shenandoah Athletics, perhaps at a local sports medicine clinic or a local secondary school. But our students are able to go on clinical field experiences in the places that we've selected all over the country. Currently, our maximum enrollment is 24 students. So in a lecture then, right, it might be one faculty lecturing to 24. But as soon as we get into the laboratory environment, we have at a minimum of 2 faculty, sometimes 3. So you're really looking at that, if you will, just to average it, a 1 to 10 for a lab experience, which is great, really. So if a student learns a manual technique, they will practice on a peer, and then if they're, you know, I need a little assistance with that, it sure doesn't take very long to identify that somebody needs one-on-one with the faculty, and we can get right over to answer their question and guide them in the right direction. We're very committed to the students being top-notch in their field. We give them that hands-on experience. We also, I should point out, we're not, I think collectively at Shenandoah, faculty feel that we are more than the grades that students score in their exams. But we believe in students must be professional. They must be good communicators, and they need to be in it to win it. And they need to be passionate about what they do. So I think that we're a great blend of students succeeding in the classroom, but also conducting themselves professionally and communicating as they should in the real world. I went to a very traditional school back in the day, if people can even remember back to the 1980s, but all the learning was, you know, on the campus. I had a great education, and there's nothing wrong with being at the home base, but the opportunities our students have now are just amazing and really fun, and I wish now I could be a student at times in my own program. We have had great students come in, and it's great to then have graduates become colleagues, and it always keeps that family feel, all while keeping the bar high that the students have to get over on their own to be successful practitioners. We have students that have been in the 90th to the 100% first-time board passage rate on their exams. But then, more importantly, our students are getting jobs upon leaving, and these jobs are in the settings that they wanted them in, whether it's being a secondary school athletic trainer, collegiate athletic trainer. We have had some students make it right into working with professional sports. And we've had students who desire to be more in the emerging practice area of athletic training, where they might be working as physician extenders in clinic or hospital settings, perhaps with the arts. And then we've had some students, since we are a master's, the next degree out there is a doctorate. And it's been really refreshing, too, to see that some of our students have gone on for continued academic abuse and are currently in PhD programs. If you are a sports fan and you have a television or a radio, or you pick up a newspaper, it's pretty hard to not notice the epidemic that's currently going on, if you will, with concussions and what's going on with our youth sport athletes and their safety. And then on the other end, we're reading about now pro football players who have been retired, that they're now finding that they have had brain injury. This is not for maybe a profession that started in 1950 with a bunch of guys around a water cooler with some ice and tape. That what people should understand is we are allied health professionals that need to have a high level of training in emergency care, in preventing injuries and diagnosing injuries and rehabilitating injuries, and that there seems to be a great and growing job market. I think that people should know that this career is going to be there forever, that it's growing, and so we've got to train people that aren't just book smart, but who are leaders and have great morals and ethics and can stand up to do the right thing. And that's a lot to package, you know, in one major. So it's a very unique major, and actually that's what makes athletic training, though, I think, such an exciting profession to work in.